how did I go from nothing to doing 310,000 Rand in sales within 1 year? So let me take you back to a couple of years ago. So I'm your average teenager, just like you, watching YouTube, watching this. Obviously, I find certain things interesting on the internet. At the time, I always thought, yo, this is really cool, but I never see pairs like this here in South Africa. So that was always in the back of my mind. But a couple of years later, I stumbled across someone that sold a pair of sneakers. And I was like, wow, so there is a market for this. There is something that I can do here. So at the time, I'm 15 years old. It's September 2020, and I turned 15. And on that day, my parents gave me money. And now I'm like, this is actually the perfect opportunity for me to see if I can start my own business or just buy a pair of sneakers. I tell myself, okay, let me go look at what's dropping. So I find a pair of sneakers. Shelf Life is dropping a pair of Jordan 13 Lucky Greens in grade school sizes. So I'm like, okay, let me go ask my father for the difference. The pair at the time costed 2,400, so I needed the difference because I only had 1,800. So I ran to my father and he said yes. But the funny story, prior to this, I would say 2 months earlier, before my birthday, I also wanted to buy a pair of sneakers. I thought, okay, this is the perfect opportunity for me to get in the industry. Picture this, a 14-year-old coming to their parents. I made a PowerPoint presentation explaining to them, okay, this is how it is. This is what you can be done. You can do this, you can do this. And there's actually no risk because of these factors. There's all of this that come into play, and there is a market. You can sell here, you can advertise here, all of this. Eventually, they agreed to it. So they said, okay, I'll sponsor you, I'll buy your first pair. It's dropping at Archive online. I try, I fail. So now from my past experience, I know, okay, I need to do this. I wake up 9 o'clock, Shelf Life drops. I'm checking out. I get to the checkout, I pay. It tells me, your order is successful. The Monday, I get the pair. I'm unboxing this. I take a video, I post it on my Instagram. I'm like, wow, yo, this is insane. The next day, I sold the pair for 3,500 Rand. I made 1,100 Rand within 24 hours of me getting the pair. And that's when I had an epiphany. What if, instead of selling one pair, I sold 10 pairs? And I'm like, okay, I have 3,500 Rand. Can't I just repeat this? I went home, I made a business account on Instagram, and from that day onwards, Endless Kicks was born. So the first month of me reselling sneakers, I did 7,700 Rand in sales, and I profited 1,800 Rand my first month. I was like, okay, this is nice. I sold 2 pairs, I got some profit. My second month, I did 5,400 Rand in sales, and I only made 1,000 Rand. So I'm like, okay, not as good as the previous month, but in my eyes, I'm 15 years old. This is the first actual money, real money I'm making by myself. And then December came around, a big month. That month, I did 35,000 Rand in sales. When I tell you, I was so shocked when I looked back at the figures, because I realized every single day I was moving pairs, and I built up capital to the point where I bought in multiple pairs, and I sold and I sold and I sold. And that month, I made 6,300 Rand profit. In 1 month, I was like, I can actually turn this into a proper business. So after that December month, I realized, whoa, something big can come from this. Here is an opportunity that I should not take for granted. So my goal going into the new year was build very good connections, to build a brand around me, and ensure that I have a great reputation. My first obstacle was now the brand. And at the time, it was about 2020 going to 2021, TikTok was booming. I capitalized on that. I made a TikTok account, and I grew that account to just under 10,000 followers fairly quickly. And that boosted my Instagram profile. So I gained followers on there, I built up a following, and now I had a loyal fan base of people based in Cape Town. And that was just my game plan. Build a reputation, build a following, and make sure that I give people the best deals possible. This way, I had customers left, right, and center. I came in the game as a newbie, and the OGs in the industry, I was on their level within a couple of months. Month on month, the sales varied, But I mean, I was making a consistent amount of money every single month. I mean, 1 month I would maybe make 20,000 rand in sales, or 15,000 rand in sales, or 30k in sales. But for the most part, the money was constant. And this is when I try to scale the business as much as possible. Doubling down on TikToks, doubling down on Instagram. In a year, I did just over 310,000 rand in sales from selling sneakers. And I netted over 65,000 rand within a year of me selling sneakers from 15 to 16. And I was honestly amazed, and I was like, whatever you put your mind to, you can do. And I just want to touch on one aspect. If you have an idea, act on it as soon as possible. Don't think, don't ponder too long on it. If you have an idea, act fast. Be consistent. Don't think 100 steps ahead. Think 4 steps ahead. Take one step, learn from your first step, and take another. Don't try to plan way in advance. Ensure that you take action on the ideas you have and be consistent with it. That's the biggest thing. If you are consistent with something, I guarantee you, you will reap the rewards of your consistency. It's cliche to say hard work and dedication, but you need to be smart about it. You need to ensure that wherever you put your energy, you are actually going to reap the rewards. In a book that I read, they talk about the 80-20 rule. And basically what they go on to say is that 80% of your outputs is derived from 20% of your inputs. So you need to be very selective on where you put your efforts, because the majority of your outputs are dictated by a small percentage of your inputs. So you need to identify what things is actually making changes in your life and double down on that. What's making changes in your business and double down on that. And cut out all the other fluff. Because cutting out that, you have more focus and more energy into the things that's actually going to get you to where you want to be. And I just want to say one thing. I don't profess to know everything. I'm just like you. I'm learning as I go along. I'm doing this right here to document my journey and to document the process to the individual that I want to become. 10 years from now, I want to look back at this video and be like, wow, I've grown so much. I look at the way I think and I've changed drastically.